You are now watching Mugen TV.
Hey guys, it's Mugalore here, and welcome back to part 3 of my Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch series, where I pretty much come up with my own theories or my own ideas of how Nintendo should approach the Smash Bros. Switch as far as characters are concerned, stages, music, game modes, and everything, the whole 9 yards. And this is just me having fun with you guys and see if you guys agree with me, or if you guys have your own ideas of how Nintendo should approach Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch. And I encourage you guys to have a discussion down in the comment sections below, because I like to see your ideas, and it's fun how we all see Smash Bros. Differently from one another, and how Nintendo should handle the franchise from here on out. So welcome to part 3. Part 3, we're going to be talking about game modes, because I think game modes are very important to a video game in general, especially to the casual audience. Most casual players don't really go into the hardcore aspect of Super Smash Brothers, so I believe that these modes would definitely help the franchise even more, because it seemed like with the newer Smash Brothers, with Smash Brothers Wii U, the single player modes were pretty much lacking to me. With Smash Brothers, I found the single player modes really fun in the past, starting with Smash Brothers 64. We had break the targets. Even when you played the classic arcade mode, you had your break the targets. You also had this obstacle course that you had to run through and get to the exit, and I thought that was pretty neat as well. And then when you look at Super Smash Bros. Melee, you had your classic mode, you had your arcade mode, and then with the classic mode, it pretty much added its own theme stages. From Mushroom Kingdom, you had the Hyrule Temple stage, Planet Zebra stage, where you had to escape before the planet blew up. And I thought those challenges were pretty neat and pretty addictive, because I remember in Smash Bros. Melee, I constantly went back to play the classic mode. When I used Link, I used to go to Hyrule Temple, and I try to find different ways that I can make it through the temple to try to find the different exit routes where the Triforces are located, because when you find the different routes, you score more points on the scoreboard when you complete the stage. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and it kept me busy for hours and hours on end, especially when my brothers wasn't around to play with me, or I didn't have anybody around to play with me at that moment. So it was fun to really crunch hours out with those modes. So I want to get into it real quick. With this, I want to talk about what modes they should update and what modes they should add to the game. So for starters, I really believe that in Smash Bros. Switch, they should bring back the Subspace Emissary. I thought the Subspace Emissary was pretty neat because they had it in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I was super hyped, especially when Smash Bros. Dojo, the main website where Sakurai posts information for Smash Bros. Brawl, where we get the updates, and when they announced that they were going to have a story mode to it, which was the Subspace Emissary, and they showed the first opening sequence where both Kirby and Mario is duking it out at the stadium, where Princess Peach and Zelda's watching the match, and all of a sudden this dark cloud comes, and the harbor it comes, and all the enemies scatter onto the stage, and Mario and Kirby had to fight the enemies and duke it out. And then that's when they drop the bomb, and Mario try to hurry up and try to rescue and try to defuse the bomb, and then he gets smacked away by a cannonball. I thought that was pretty neat, and I think fans really enjoy Subspace Emissary, is because we as Nintendo fans and as gamers, we enjoy to see our favorite characters cross over together and interact with one another. It's like a dream come true. It's like one of those dream matches, one of those dream scenarios that fans really like to see, and I would like to see that come back. Now, the reason why, from what I read, if I can remember where I found it, the reason why it never returned to Smash Bros. Wii U is for the simple fact is that Sakurai said now that we have uploading sites like YouTube, Vimeo, and other places where people can upload cutscenes and spoilers, and he felt as though that if people can just simply put up the spoilers, then there's really no sense when there's no surprise. There's no sense of putting all that effort in the story mode when everybody can just go online and watch the whole story sequence play out online. And I really think that Sakurai shouldn't have that mentality or to have that attitude and to go about it. I really think they should really go back. I think it really will help the franchise and really help the series even more, because then they could flesh it out. We got this is the next gen console. I'd love to see the visuals and see what other characters are added to it, and I think it's pretty neat. Now, another thing they should do to the subspace emissary is also like they did in the past, where you had different characters join, certain characters, and you were able to select through them. I want them to take even more of an RPG approach to it by having characters join your party. Once they join your party, you also have a main menu system where you can swap characters in and out. You can equip armor. Now, the thing is, when you equip armor, of course, I don't want the armor to appear on the character. I think that's just too much work. But I think you should equip armor and different weapons to pretty much affect the character status and attack status, defense, and things like that. And I think that would be pretty neat. I think within the level designs, they should have puzzles where the characters can push blocks or solve certain puzzles to unlock certain doors. And not only doors, they should also have character specific doors. So once you get a certain character in your party, you can go back and revisit certain levels where you can use that character to open that door, or whatever ability that character have, you can use that character's ability to unlock that door or solve a particular puzzle. I think that would be pretty neat. And you can also switch your characters through the menu. Now, as far as how many hours this story mode for the Subspace Emissary should be, it should be at least 20 hours without doing any other things, because I believe that they should have a hub world, which the hub world can probably be the Great Fox or Samus's ship or the Fountain of Dream, where the players gather together, where the characters gather together within the story mode, and you can get quests and everything like that, and probably like sub-quests where you can go visit different areas and unlock certain things. So I think that'll be pretty cool. And also, with this game, they should have AI control partners that run along on the field and fight alongside you, or you could have a 4-player cooperative play where players can just come in locally and just press the button and join in or play online. I think that'd be pretty awesome. And then they also should have a new game plus mode where it add additional cutscenes or additional things to the game, and as far as the difficulty is concerned, and unlock special trophies as well. So now we have Subspace Emissary out the way. I think that would be pretty cool that Nintendo should go about that way with the Subspace Emissary. I think that'd be lovely. I will play that for hours. If I'm not playing online, or I'm not playing locally with friends or family or anything like that, that's the type of thing I would like to see from a Smash Brothers story mode. Then, of course, return arcade mode. Now, I was pretty disappointed with Smash Bros. Wii U arcade mode that they have, where you have your trophy and then you move the trophy around the stage and you select what area or what group of trophies that you would like to fight against and stuff. I really think that was like a really lazy route, and I really believe that Wii U was definitely lacking single player modes, and arcade mode was one of them. Now, with the arcade mode, they should have like a map or world map like type of feature where it allows the players to select what path or ladder that they should go down on the map, and each ladder represents the difficulty, and you can constantly switch the difficulty as you go through each part of the ladder. So when you get to like the player gets like a broken path or intersection, you can choose what path you want to go down. You can start off easy, but once you get to an intersection, you can switch off into hard or normal or things like that. I think that'd be pretty neat. And then you, of course, within that, you have your bonus stages like break the target. Then you also have your speed run. You speed run against your opponent through an obstacle course to get to the exit, and you score more points. And then you have a sub boss area where you either fight Ridley and Giga Bowser. I think that would be pretty neat for them to have. And then, of course, your main boss, you would have Master Hand and Crazy Hand. So that pretty much wraps that up for arcade mode. I think arcade mode will be pretty fun. I can see me grinding out and crunching out some time on that, on top of Subspace Emissary. And then next mode we're going to go to, of course, they need to bring back event mode. I think event mode was pretty fun. I really enjoyed event mode, definitely in Super Smash Bros. Melee, because there were so many challenges. Now, I can't remember how many challenges it was. I believe it was 150 or 151 challenges based off the original Pokemons back in the day, but I can't remember. But I thought that the event mode was pretty interesting. I played through all of the events. I think they were pretty fun. They were pretty challenging. They were pretty tricky at the same time, and it also got you to learn the characters that you normally wouldn't pick up and play. So they really definitely need to bring that back. And as you play through the event mode, they should be able to allow you to unlock trophies. And then after you finish completing the entire event mode, you should be able to unlock a special trophy. Now, this may be asking for too much, or this may be too ambitious of Nintendo, but I believe with the online feature to the Nintendo Switch, I think Nintendo should update and add more events to event challenges, or make daily challenges for the players. I think that'd be pretty cool. Then, of course, a home run contest. I think that was pretty fun. A lot of people like the home run contest. I didn't play it much, but I knew a lot of people who really did like the a home run challenge or the home run contest, and also make that a 4-player. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then of course, this is a new mode. I think they should come up with this mode. I think this mode should definitely work, or it should be definitely specifically catered to more, I guess you could say, catered towards more of the people who want to go more hardcore or go competitive. I think you should have like a Smash Trials, and pretty much what Smash Trials is, it's like your traditional like trials mode like you found in games like Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom, where these trials are character specific. You also found it in PlayStation All-Stars as well. I think these trial modes should be character specific, where it put that particular character in a particular scenario to show you how you can maximize your combos, or to show you how to use the stage or the environment to your advantage in order to extend your combos. I think that'd be pretty neat, and they should just put you give you examples of how you can capitalize, or how to put put your opponent off the stage. I think a Smash Trial mode would definitely help. I think it would definitely work, and even if you're a casual, you may want to give it a try, because it may teach you some things about the game that you didn't know, and it'll probably open up the experience even more, and it may even encourage you to go competitive if you never thought about going that route. But Smash Trials, I think, would be pretty cool. And then last but not least, I think this mode, to me, in my opinion, I think this would be the most addictive mode for me. I would definitely enjoy playing this mode, and I think this mode could go a long way if executed right and done right. And the name of this mode is called Trophy Battles. Now, the thing about Trophy Battles, and what I loved about trophies, once the trophies were introduced in Smash Bros. Melee, I thought they were pretty cool, because they introduced the history, and they also implement trophies of characters that didn't even make it in Smash Bros. Now, how about we take the Trophy Battles a step farther and actually be able to use these trophies and get into actual interactive battles with other people over the internet, or have a Trophy Battle story mode to itself, where you can actually use the trophies. In the way the battle system works, it works like a Pokemon turn-based system, or just a traditional turn-based RPG altogether. So they can actually put these trophies to some use. I love the trophy. The trophies are pretty cool. They're pretty cool to collect. But I also sit there, and I remember on the Wii U, I used to make like RPG type of scenarios, like turn-based and everything, using the different trophies, and I thought they were pretty cool. But instead of us just viewing the trophies and just moving the trophies around, let's put them to some use. And I think Nintendo can really do something with this. I think this can pretty much create a whole different type of gameplay, a whole different type of meta, separate from the traditional Smash Brothers gameplay. So this is something that can break up the monotony, or this is something that you could take a break from and try, similar to how you had Final Fantasy 11 Online, where you had the traditional Final Fantasy Online, and then you also had the Tetra Master, which was the card battle game, which some people did play casually or even play competitively. So I think a trophy battle system would definitely work, and then you can be able to take your trophies, and you unlock trophies by going to the in-game store like they had on the Smash Bros. Wii U, or the slot machine, and you get bundles, and when you get those bundles, it gives you certain trophies. And they should have shiny trophies too, which is the same trophy but different color. It may have special effects, extra defense, extra stats to it, and everything. I think that would be pretty cool for them to have. And then you can go online and participate in tournaments, and I think that just be a whole new thing to itself, and I really think Nintendo should take advantage of it. And also with the online feature, maybe through updates, they can create more bundles that players can, free of download to download and add to the shop, which add more trophies. And I think that would be pretty cool. Nintendo really need to look into that. Put those trophies to some use. Those trophies look cool. I like to see them interactive, and have them do a little bit of motion to them. They don't have to be fully motion, have full motion to them, but have some motion when they attack, or have an idle stance and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. But as I said before, this is my thoughts, this is my ideas. This I would love to see how Nintendo will approach game modes for the next Smash Brothers for Nintendo Switch. So that wraps everything up for this. I want to hear which your thoughts are, with this decision, and my idea how Nintendo should go about this. I think game modes are very important for Super Smash Brothers. Like I said, as Smash Brothers, as each entry came down, it had something unique to it, but it began to water down as Smash Brothers Wii U. I think Smash Brothers Wii U really opened my eyes to a lot of things that if Nintendo continue to go down a particular route by just not really changing anything up to shake up the franchise a bit, even even just adding characters is not enough for me. I think it's just adding some new modes and just doing something different to the overall gameplay to keep it fresh is what really would help this Smash Brothers Switch. I really hope that Nintendo do something and try something different. I think it'll be really fun. And leave me your thoughts on how you feel, how you would go about, or how you think Nintendo should go about adding different modes to Smash Brothers Switch. So that wraps everything up, and I hope you guys stay tuned for part 4 of the series. Part 4, we're going to be stepping into music and stages. But I'm going to have a whole lot of fun with this, because music, I think, will be pretty cool, and stages, I think, will be pretty awesome as well. So make sure you hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. And also, if you want to keep up with the last 2 episodes that I've done, which was characters, and not just characters, but also how DLC works, check out my playlist. I have a playlist for this series specifically, so if you don't want to dig through my channel looking for this series, I have a playlist. You can click on the playlist, and the playlist have all of them numbered, so you can go through it all in one take. So this is Mugen Lord. I'm signing off, and I see you game fiends later. Peace out.